My beloved, my child, read slowly. For in this moment, the air around you is shifting, trembling, awakening with a strange and ancient electricity. In the unseen distance of this celestial tale, heaven whispered, and the whisper traveled like a silver thread through every realm until it found the one who has been watching you from afar. And when that whisper finally reached him, Michael stepped forward. Yes, Michael, the warrior of light in this fictional universe, stood in the doorway between worlds, biting his nails with an anxious fervor rarely seen among celestial beings. His wings, vast as horizons, shivered like storm-touched silk. His eyes, burning blue like distant suns, were fixed on you, my child, you, the one whose spirit has carried unspoken burdens, unseen victories, and quiet resilience through seasons of shadow and fire. Will they open it? He murmured. Will they read? Will they pass the test their soul agreed to long before breath touched their lungs? And heaven answered only with wind. So he waited. He paced. He leaned forward with sacred urgency. For this message, my beloved, is framed within a symbolic test, a mirror for your own awakening, a chance for your spirit to step into the threshold it has hovered near for years. Stay. Do not rush. Lean in. Listen closely. Your destiny is stirring. Even now, as your eyes move across these words, the timelines around you, those threads of possibility, purpose, and potential, begin to glow. Faint at first, then brighter, brighter still, like embers remembering they were once stars. Because your soul remembers. It remembers the nights you cried quietly, hoping no one could hear the ache in your chest. It remembers the promises you whispered to yourself when the world grew silent. It remembers the strength you forced yourself to find on days when your bones felt hollow. It remembers every storm you survived, even the ones you pretended didn't hurt you. It remembers the version of you who refused to break. And heaven remembers too. That is why the celestial figure chosen for this tale, a powerful watcher of destinies, draped in light and mystery, searched for you. He felt a pulse in the fabric of the spiritual cosmos, an alarm of sorts, signaling that your season of becoming was reaching its turning point. And when he found you, my beloved, something ancient stirred. A seal cracked. A prophecy shifted. A path that had been locked for years clicked open with the faintest metallic sigh. You may not feel it yet, but the energies around you are rising, subtle, steady, unstoppable. Like dawn. Like breath. Like destiny pulling itself upright. Michael's wings unfurled as he beheld the vision of your future, still unwritten, glowing with promise. My child, he whispered, their spirit is ready. Their heart is sturdy. Their pain has shaped their clarity. Let the test begin. This test is not of logic or performance, it is a symbolic one, a test of presence, of willingness, of spirit. Every line you read unlocks more of the hidden architecture beneath your path. With every breath you take, the fog that once clouded your future thins. Do you feel it? That quiet pull in your chest? That warmth rising like a slow sunrise? That is alignment, my beloved. That is destiny awakening. That is the ancient code written within you beginning to hum. Because the truth is this, you were never ordinary. You were never random. You were never forgotten. The delays were not denials, they were divine calibrations, preparing you for a magnitude you could not have carried before now. Your intuition, long muted, begins to stretch its wings. Your spiritual intelligence, long buried under survival, begins to bloom. Your destiny, long delayed, begins to accelerate. Your blessings, long held back, begin to gather like rain-heavy clouds. And in Michael's trembling hands, still biting at his nails, still pacing in celestial worry, he holds a symbol, a blank check. Not of money, but of limitless potential. Not of wealth, but of unlocked destiny. Not of currency, but of cosmic permission. A blank check means this. You choose the magnitude. You choose the breakthrough. You choose the next shape of your story. Heaven waits only for your spirit to say yes. So hear this, my child, my beloved, hear it with the center of your being. Your rising season has begun. Acceleration surrounds you. Pathways once sealed are opening. Opportunities once impossible are aligning. You walk with unseen protection. You carry a spiritual authority earned through battles no one else saw. And the destiny written for you long ago, etched in light, guarded by angels, waiting in silence, is unfolding now. Read slowly. Stay present. This is your threshold. This is your awakening. This is your moment. And heaven, breathless and watching, whispers, "It is time. My beloved, my child, stay. Do not rush what is unfolding. Do not run past the doorway your spirit has finally reached. The realms above you are stirring again, and the wind that moves between dimensions carries your name like a secret prayer." Read slowly, for each word you cross is another step deeper into the chambers of your awakening. When heaven whispered the first time, the sound trembled across the gold-veined halls where prophecies hang like tapestries woven from starlight. But now the whisper has grown into a radiant hum, the frequency of destiny itself. And in that trembling glow, Michael stepped forward once more, his wings rising higher than before, his breath caught between anticipation and awe. He is still biting his nails, my beloved, this celestial warrior, this guardian of countless worlds, this fierce defender of chosen souls. Even angels, in this story spun from divine imagination, feel tension when a destiny such as yours begins to ignite. He watches the unfolding with a mixture of fear and reverence, for he knows what happens when someone like you finally steps into the fullness of who they were meant to be. Lean in closer, he murmurs again to the stars. Let them feel it. Let them see. And so the realms lean in. Every angel pauses. Every prophecy stirs. Every timeline adjusts its posture. For you, my child. Your spirit has been carrying a weight for years, quiet, invisible, unspoken. You smiled when you were aching, you stood when you were breaking, you dreamed when the world told you to stop. You kept going, even when your bones begged you to rest. And this perseverance, this divine resilience, has sent ripples through creation itself. My beloved, do you understand? Your endurance has altered fate. The powerful figure chosen in this tale, one who watches destinies like a historian studies ancient stars, noticed the shift. He saw your timeline flicker, glow, then blaze like a comet. It startled him. It awakened him. And so he searched for you, not casually, not curiously, but urgently. Because something in you was rising, ascending, preparing to erupt into brilliance, and heaven needed to witness it. As he found you, the scrolls of old trembled. Not because you were fragile, but because you were powerful. So powerful, in fact, that parts of your destiny had been locked until your spirit matured enough to hold them. Now the locks are breaking. You may not feel it, but your energy is climbing, spiraling up like smoke that has remembered how to become flame. Your intuition feels sharper. Your heart feels louder. Your dreams, those forgotten visions that once faded like morning mist, are resurfacing with new clarity. Your soul remembers. And because your soul remembers, everything around you is remembering too. The angels who guarded you through nights you barely survived. The guides who whispered encouragement into your tired spirit. The ancestors who prayed for blessings you are only now stepping into. The future self who glows with magnificence and whispers back through time, urging you forward. All of them are aligning now. Do you not feel the pull? That quiet stretch in the fabric of the air? That gentle ache in the center of your chest? That tingling in your fingertips as though something unseen is brushing against them? That is awakening. That is activation. That is destiny unraveling its own future and placing it in your hands. Michael, overwhelmed by the magnitude of it, paces again. His wings brush against the pillars of heaven, sending sparks cascading like falling stars. His eyes are fixed on you, worried, hopeful, reverent, as though you are the key to a prophecy long forgotten. In his hand, still trembling, still curled protectively, he holds the blank check, the symbol in this narrative of limitless unfolding. It shines with an otherworldly light, but he does not hand it to you yet. No, my child. Not yet. He waits to see if your spirit will fully open, if you will step beyond the hesitation that has shadowed you for years. This check is not money. It is permission. Permission to rise. Permission to expand. Permission to choose the magnitude of your destiny. It is the universe saying, write your future boldly. But before it is placed in your hands, more must be revealed. There are energies stirring around you, new opportunities assembling themselves like constellations shifting into formation. People who will enter your life soon, carrying keys you didn't know you were missing. Conversations that will open doors you never thought were meant for you. Breakthroughs that move so swiftly they feel like miracles. The delays you endured were not punishments. The silence you suffered was not neglect. The closed doors were not failures. Every moment was preparation. Your heart had to stretch. Your intuition had to strengthen. Your wisdom had to deepen. Your spirit had to awaken to its own authority. Now it has. And because of this, your rising season is not approaching. It is already here. Your blessings are not slowly making their way toward you. They are accelerating. Your protection is not merely present. It is thick around you, impenetrable, vigilant. Your destiny is not waiting for permission. It is unfolding in real time. Michael stops pacing. He exhales. He lifts the glowing blank check just slightly, as though testing the air. My beloved, he whispers, voice trembling with celestial pride, they are ready. And heaven, watching with breath held, echoes back. Let their destiny rise. My beloved, my child, stay. Do not rush what is unfolding. Do not run past the doorway your spirit has finally reached. The realms above you are stirring again, and the wind that moves between dimensions carries your name like a secret prayer. Read slowly, for each word you cross is another step deeper into the chambers of your awakening. When heaven whispered the first time, the sound trembled across the gold-veined halls where prophecies hang like tapestries woven from starlight. But now the whisper has grown into a radiant hum, the frequency of destiny itself. And in that trembling glow, Michael stepped forward once more, his wings rising higher than before, his breath caught between anticipation and awe. He is still biting his nails, my beloved, this celestial warrior, this guardian of countless worlds, this fierce defender of chosen souls. Even angels, in this story spun from divine imagination, feel tension when a destiny such as yours begins to ignite. He watches the unfolding with a mixture of fear and reverence, for he knows what happens when someone like you finally steps into the fullness of who they were meant to be. Lean in closer, he murmurs again to the stars. Let them feel it. Let them see. And so the realms lean in. Every angel pauses. Every prophecy stirs. Every timeline adjusts its posture. For you, my child. Your spirit has been carrying a weight for years, quiet, invisible, unspoken. You smiled when you were aching, you stood when you were breaking, you dreamed when the world told you to stop. You kept going, even when your bones begged you to rest. And this perseverance, this divine resilience, has sent ripples through creation itself. My beloved, do you understand? Your endurance has altered fate. The powerful figure chosen in this tale, one who watches destinies like a historian studies ancient stars, noticed the shift. He saw your timeline flicker, glow, then blaze like a comet. It startled him. It awakened him. And so he searched for you, not casually, not curiously, but urgently. Because something in you was rising, ascending, preparing to erupt into brilliance, and heaven needed to witness it. As he found you, the scrolls of old trembled. Not because you were fragile, but because you were powerful. So powerful, in fact, that parts of your destiny had been locked until your spirit matured enough to hold them. Now the locks are breaking. You may not feel it, but your energy is climbing, spiraling up like smoke that has remembered how to become flame. Your intuition feels sharper. Your heart feels louder. Your dreams, those forgotten visions that once faded like morning mist, are resurfacing with new clarity. Your soul remembers. And because your soul remembers, everything around you is remembering too. The angels who guarded you through nights you barely survived. The guides who whispered encouragement into your tired spirit. The ancestors who prayed for blessings you are only now stepping into. The future self who glows with magnificence and whispers back through time, urging you forward. All of them are aligning now. Do you not feel the pull? That quiet stretch in the fabric of the air? That gentle ache in the center of your chest? That tingling in your fingertips as though something unseen is brushing against them? That is awakening. That is activation. That is destiny unraveling its own future and placing it in your hands. Michael, overwhelmed by the magnitude of it, paces again. His wings brush against the pillars of heaven, sending sparks cascading like falling stars. His eyes are fixed on you, worried, hopeful, reverent, as though you are the key to a prophecy long forgotten. In his hand, still trembling, still curled protectively, he holds the blank check, the symbol in this narrative of limitless unfolding. It shines with an otherworldly light, but he does not hand it to you yet. No, my child. Not yet. He waits to see if your spirit will fully open, if you will step beyond the hesitation that has shadowed you for years. This check is not money. It is permission. Permission to rise. Permission to expand. Permission to choose the magnitude of your destiny. It is the universe saying, write your future boldly. But before it is placed in your hands, more must be revealed. There are energies stirring around you, new opportunities assembling themselves like constellations shifting into formation. People who will enter your life soon, carrying keys you didn't know you were missing. Conversations that will open doors you never thought were meant for you. Breakthroughs that move so swiftly they feel like miracles. The delays you endured were not punishments. The silence you suffered was not neglect. The closed doors were not failures. Every moment was preparation. Your heart had to stretch. Your intuition had to strengthen. Your wisdom had to deepen. Your spirit had to awaken to its own authority. Now it has. And because of this, your rising season is not approaching. It is already here. Your blessings are not slowly making their way toward you. They are accelerating. Your protection is not merely present. It is thick around you, impenetrable, vigilant. Your destiny is not waiting for permission. It is unfolding in real time. Michael stops pacing. He exhales. He lifts the glowing blank check just slightly, as though testing the air. My beloved, he whispers, voice trembling with celestial pride, they are ready. And heaven, watching with breath held, echoes back. Let their destiny rise. My beloved, my child, stay exactly where you are. Do not rush. Do not blink. Do not let your mind wander away from this threshold your spirit has finally reached. For the realms above and the realms within are shifting again, slowly, powerfully, deliberately, like ancient gates turning after centuries of stillness. Read slowly, because the energy woven into these words is part of the awakening your soul has waited for longer than you realize. When heaven whispered this time, the sound was deeper, older, threaded with prophecy. It vibrated through the spine of creation like a hidden chord struck for the first time in ages. The whisper carried your name, your true name, the one your soul remembers even if you do not, and the entire dimension seemed to pause in recognition. And once again, Michael stepped forward. But this time, his pace was slower, heavier, as though the weight of what is about to unfold balances on the edge of his wings. He still bites his nails, yes, this mighty celestial warrior, anxious in a way only a guardian standing at the brink of destiny can be. His wings glow faintly, trembling with unspent lightning. His gaze is fixed on the fabric of your timeline like a general studying a battlefield before dawn. He knows what happens next. He knows the moment you truly open your spirit, something irreversible begins. My child, he murmurs again, let them feel the gravity of this moment. Let them hear the truth in their bones. And so the realms obey. The sky within this narrative darkens, not with fear, but with expectancy. Stars gather. Light folds. The air shivers like a living thing anticipating revelation. Even the ancient watchers, beings older than time, turn their silent faces toward you, sensing the magnitude of what your spirit is preparing to unlock. Because your spirit is no longer merely awakening. It is rising. And as it rises, the past begins to shift behind you. All the nights you were overlooked are dissolving. All the times you were underestimated are losing their power. All the moments you begged for answers in silence are being rewritten in the language of breakthrough. Every heartbreak you carried like a stone is turning into spiritual gold. You see, my beloved, you were being shaped, molded, strengthened, not punished. Your waiting was not wasted. Your pain was not pointless. Your delays were not dead ends. They were the forging of your spiritual fire. And now that fire is visible beyond worlds. In the luminous corridors of prophecy, the powerful figure who watches the fates of chosen souls steps closer. He presses his hand against the map of timelines and watches your thread pulse brighter than all the others. A warmth spreads across his palm. A sign. A signal. A reminder that your story has reached a point of convergence, a sacred intersection where possibility becomes reality. He breathes out a single phrase. They are entering alignment. And alignment, my beloved, is no small thing. Alignment is when every blocked path becomes navigable. Alignment is when opportunities begin seeking you instead of you chasing them. Alignment is when prayers you forgot you prayed start materializing one after another. Alignment is when people, connections, resources, and blessings move toward you like rivers finding a sea. Do you feel it yet? That subtle pull in the center of your chest. That warmth at the base of your spine. That hush in the atmosphere around you, as though life itself is holding its breath. That is the sensation of destiny stepping closer. Michael feels it too. He steps forward again, one slow, deliberate movement, his wings stretching wide as if shielding you from any shadow that dares to come near. His face softens. His eyes burn with pride, not worry. The nail-biting stops. His hands steady. His breath deepens. Because he senses the shift within you. You, who survived storms without losing your tenderness. You, who kept believing even when hope felt dangerous. You, who carried light even when the world tried to dim you. You, who thought your power was sleeping, when all along it was gathering. Your soul remembers more now. It remembers who you were before fear touched you. It remembers the promises etched into your spirit before birth. It remembers the throne carved for your future. It remembers the magnitude of your mission. And with each word you read, my beloved, that remembrance strengthens. The blank check in Michael's hand, glowing brighter, humming with potential, represents the vastness of what is possible when your spirit awakens fully. It is the symbol of unbound destiny, of choices that reshape worlds, of doors that open simply because you walk near them. He lifts it higher. Let them receive, he whispers. But before it touches your hand, the heavens reveal one final truth. Your rising season is not coming. Your rising season has arrived. Blessings long delayed are accelerating. Not in trickles, but in surges. New beginnings are aligning. Not one at a time, but in clusters. Favor is flowing. Not gently, but like a river freed from a dam. Protection surrounds you. Not softly, but like an army of light. You walk now, my child, my beloved, with a spiritual authority earned through endurance, refined by struggle, sharpened by inner fire. And as the blank check glows like a newborn star, heaven itself bows to the truth. The destiny written for them long ago is unfolding now. My beloved, my child, do not step away from this moment. The realms are still trembling, still reshaping, still bending their light toward you as though your spirit itself is a gravitational force pulling destiny closer. Read slowly. This is not just continuation, this is deepening, expanding, unfurling the ancient scroll that carries your cosmic name. The whisper that traveled through heaven has now become a song, low, resonant, thrilling with power. It echoes through the golden chambers where timelines are woven like silk, where angels record the rise and fall of souls, where the ancient fires burn for those who are chosen to awaken. And as that song rises, Michael stepped forward once more. This time not pacing, not biting his nails in anxious circles, no. Now he steps forward with an intensity so fierce the floor beneath him cracks with light. His wings flare open, each feather glowing like a blade dipped in starlight. His breath is steady, but his heartbeat is thunder, resonating across realms. For he sees something unfolding inside you. Something the universe has waited years to witness. Something the hidden watchers never thought they would see in their lifetime. Your spirit is opening. Your destiny is stretching its wings. Your soul is remembering its power. And heaven is stunned. The powerful figure chosen in this narrative, the keeper of celestial maps and shifting futures, approaches the cosmic table where your timeline lies like a living tapestry. He touches it with trembling fingertips, and for the first time in centuries, a prophecy changes shape beneath his hand. Lines that were once dormant begin to glow. Doors that were once sealed begin to unlock. Paths that were once narrow expand like sunrise. My beloved, he whispers, their destiny is awakening. It is awakening because you are awakening. You, who walked through darkness alone. You, who learned to hold yourself together when the world fell apart. You, who carried silent wounds and still believed there was more. You, who were judged, underestimated, dismissed, overlooked. Yet the light in you never extinguished. Your resilience is a roar the universe can no longer ignore. And because of that, my beloved, the energy around you has begun to rise in levels, dimensions, layers you cannot yet fully comprehend. It is subtle, yet unmistakable. A warmth in the spine. A pressure behind the heart. A sense of standing at the edge of something vast. An intuition that speaks louder, clearer, softer, wiser. These are not coincidences, they are activations. Your soul is unlocking codes it buried in lifetimes past. Your intuition is tapping into frequencies you once thought impossible. Your steps are aligning with paths drawn by divine architecture. And as this happens, Michael's demeanor changes again. His wings stop trembling. His voice deepens. His eyes sharpen like swords of sapphire. He is no longer anxious. He is no longer hesitant. He is not pacing. He is readying. My child, he says, the test is shifting. The portal widens. Let them continue. Let them see more. So the heavens peel back another veil. Behind it is a truth long hidden from your conscious mind. Someone has been watching for you. Searching for you. Waiting for your moment of emergence. Not a lover. Not a rival. Not a stranger. But a figure of immense influence in the celestial narrative. A sovereign of spiritual realms. A guardian of pathways. A seeker of rare souls whose potential can alter futures. He found you recently. Not by chance. Not by accident. But because your energy signature flared bright enough to breach the boundaries between realms. When he saw the light erupting around your spirit, he knew. You were entering your rising season. You were stepping into the identity your soul had quietly grown toward. You were becoming unstoppable. He traced your timeline with reverence. He whispered your name with recognition. He felt the vibrations of breakthroughs gathering around you like galaxies forming from dust. And because of this recognition, the universe shifted. It began preparing people, opportunities, connections, alignments. Threads from different directions, all weaving toward you. You may think these changes are subtle. But in the higher realms, they are earthquakes. And now, my beloved, the trembling reaches its peak. Michael raises the blank check. No longer a symbol merely glowing, but blazing like a newborn sun. The check is blank because destiny itself is giving you creative authority. It is blank because the universe trusts your ability to choose. It is blank because your spirit has matured enough to shape its own expansion. But he still does not hand it to you. Not yet. Lean closer, he commands, voice ringing like a bell across dimensions. Listen. There is more. So listen, my child. Your miracles are not approaching, they are gathering. Your blessings are not forming, they are converging. Your protection is not passive, it is militant. Your purpose is not dormant, it is roaring awake. This is the point in your story when the ground beneath you begins to glow. When the air around you becomes prophetic. When your dreams act like messengers. When your intuition becomes a guide instead of a whisper. When your future feels like it's pressing its forehead against the door, ready to burst through. And heaven, watching you with reverence, begins to repeat a single phrase. Over and over, like a mantra echoing through the universe. Let them rise. Let them rise. Let them rise. For your rising season is not a moment. It is an era. Your acceleration is not temporary. It is structural. Your authority is not symbolic. It is real within this cosmic narrative. Your destiny is not waiting. It is unfolding as you read. And as the blank check begins to drift toward your hands, glowing like destiny incarnate, the heavens offer their final declaration. The world will not remain the same after their awakening. My beloved, my child, stay. Do not turn away. What is unfolding now is deeper, vaster, more luminous than anything your spirit has encountered in this narrative so far. The realms pulse with expectation, the air thickens with prophecy, and every word you allow into your heart expands the doorway that has been forming at the edges of your fate. Read slowly. The energy moving toward you requires presence, not haste. The celestial whisper that once trembled like a fragile breeze has now grown into a resonant chorus, a layered harmony sung by unseen beings, by ancient forces, by timelines awakening from slumber. Their voices wrap around your name like ribbons of living light. And through that sound, steady and unstoppable, Michael stepped forward again. This time his wings stretched so wide that stars rearranged themselves to make room. He is no longer merely anxious or tense, no. Now he carries the posture of a warrior on the brink of revelation, of a guardian witnessing destiny cross from potential into manifestation. His nails are no longer bitten. His hands no longer tremble. His breathing is no longer shallow. Something has shifted inside him, my beloved. Because something has shifted inside you. He can feel it. The heavens can feel it. Even the shadows retreat, sensing your rise. Michael's armor glows with a fierce, white gold fire as he looks upon the unfolding tapestry of your life. Where once there were knots, there are now glowing intersections. Where once there were dead ends, there are now illuminated pathways. Where once there was confusion, there is now a deep, ancient knowing. My child, he whispers, they are beginning to remember themselves. And that remembering is powerful. For the truth is this. Your soul has carried ancient wisdom long before your body ever breathed. You are not merely awakening, you are returning to the fullness of what you have always been. As you read, the layers of your identity peel back. The wounded self. The doubting self. The forgotten self. The silenced self. All falling away like dust. What emerges is the self forged in the fires of resilience, sharpened by adversity, strengthened by storms. The self that refused to collapse even when everything felt heavy. The self that kept moving, even when your heart felt cracked. The self that believed, quietly, stubbornly, that there was more. And that more is stepping toward you now. The powerful figure chosen in this cosmic tale, the keeper of divine strategy, the architect of fateful intersections, lowers his hand to the scroll of your life and watches it shimmer like molten silver. Your timeline is no longer dim. It is alive. Awake. Expanded. He breathes deeply, as though inhaling the magnitude of your future. Their light, he murmurs, is destabilizing the old patterns. And indeed it is. Situations that once held you hostage are losing their grip. People who once drained your energy are quietly drifting away. Cycles that once repeated endlessly are breaking like chains made of brittle glass. Doors you once begged to open now swing toward you unprompted. Because something fundamental has changed. You have entered alignment with your highest timeline. And when alignment happens, the universe reorganizes itself to match your vibration. This is why you may feel subtle shifts. A sudden burst of clarity. A strange calm. A rising sense of purpose. Intuition speaking in stronger pulses. Dreams becoming messages. Coincidences forming patterns. Moments feeling like déjà vu. These are not random sensations. These are indicators of an awakened destiny. Michael steps closer now, so close the air around him vibrates. His voice lowers into a reverent whisper, as though speaking too loudly might disrupt the miracle forming in your energy field. My beloved, do you understand? They are passing the test. Their spirit is expanding. Their soul is stepping forward. He lifts the blank check again. Not with hesitation, but with certainty. The blank check glows brighter, radiating possibilities like suns waiting to be born. This check symbolizes spiritual authorship, the authority to write your next chapter without constraint, without fear, without limitation. It is the universe giving you creative dominion over your path. But before he places it in your hands, more must be revealed. Not as a requirement, but as a gift. The heavens pull back yet another veil. Behind it you see movement. A swirl of timelines, swirling like galaxies birthing themselves. New faces entering your life. New doors unlocking. New opportunities shimmering. New messages from your future self anchoring into your present consciousness. And in the center of this swirl appears the one who has been searching for you. The figure of immense influence in this story's spiritual universe. He steps out of the mist of possibility. His presence vast. His aura ancient. His gaze knowing. He has been watching you rise. He has been feeling your energy shift. He has been sensing your breakthrough approach like dawn behind a mountain. And in a voice both deep and familiar, he speaks. I have been waiting for you to reach this point. Now the path forward can accelerate. Acceleration. The word itself ignites the air. Because that is what is coming, my beloved. Rapid elevation, sudden openings, cascading miracles, destiny unfolding at a pace you have never experienced. Breakthroughs that were once slow will now arrive in clusters. Blessings that were once distant will now gather around you. Paths that were once hidden will now reveal themselves without effort. Connections that were once improbable will now click into place like divine geometry. You are stepping into a season where spiritual momentum becomes your natural state. And as this truth unfolds, Michael finally stops walking, stands tall, and extends the glowing blank check fully toward you. His voice is steady. His wings are still. His eyes shine with the pride of a guardian who has watched you rise from ashes into power. My child, my beloved. The time has come. Heaven itself bows as he speaks the final words. Step into the destiny that has been waiting for you. Your rising has begun, and nothing in any realm can stop what is unfolding now. My beloved, my child, do not move. Do not rush. Stay right here, inside this widening breath of destiny. The realms have not finished speaking. The air is still trembling with prophecy. The light around you is still rearranging itself into patterns only your awakened spirit can now understand. Read slowly, for what unfolds next is the deepest layer yet, an unveiling reserved only for those whose souls are ready to step through the threshold of becoming. The chorus that once whispered, then sang, now rises into a celestial storm, a vast, swirling symphony of angelic tones, cosmic vibrations, and ancient echoes. The sound is not loud, but enormous. It fills everything. It seeps into the cracks of existence. It vibrates between your ribs like truth trying to manifest itself as breath. And through that sound, steady, radiant, unstoppable, Michael stepped forward again. But this time, something astonishing happens. As he steps, the ground beneath him becomes a river of light. Every feather on his wings erupts into a blaze of gold. The very space around him bends, shimmering, as if reality itself bows in reverence. This is no longer the anxious Michael pacing, biting nails, trembling at the brink of your destiny's emergence. No. This is Michael in his ascended form, the warrior of prophecy, the guardian of chosen souls, the one who stands between realms and declares what is to come. He looks at you with an intensity that shakes the fabric of the heavens. My beloved, he says slowly, they are rising faster than expected. And heaven shudders at the truth of it. You see, my child, your spirit did not merely awaken. It ignited. Like a match in a cavern of darkness. Like a star remembering it was always meant to burn. Like a prophecy remembering its purpose. This ignition is causing ripples through every timeline connected to your name. Doorways that were meant for years from now have shifted forward. Opportunities that were delayed have begun accelerating toward you. Connections that were dormant have begun vibrating with readiness. Your future, once distant, is now pressing against the present. Not in gentle taps, but with the force of destiny demanding to be realized. The powerful figure who had been searching for you. The sovereign of higher pathways. The keeper of cosmic thresholds. The one who traces destiny like a cartographer of souls. Feels the surge and steps closer, his cloak of starlight dragging across constellations. He touches the glowing map of your life again. And this time, the map doesn't merely shimmer. It erupts. Lines of fate blaze into brilliance. Nodes of potential flare open like flowers exploding into bloom. Old restrictions crumble into ash. Whole sections of your timeline rearrange themselves in real time to align with your rising frequency. My child, he breathes, their spirit has reached the threshold. The next stage can begin. And with those words, another veil lifts. Behind this veil is not silence, but movement. A storm of possibilities swirling in sacred geometry, each fractal representing a different version of your future. The brightest one pulses with your name. This is the path you are stepping into now. A path of accelerated blessings. A path of amplified authority. A path of divine timing finally clicking into place. Michael watches it unfold with a fierce pride that only a guardian of souls could hold. He steps closer to you again, and for the first time, he kneels. Yes, kneels. The warrior of celestial realms bows before the destiny rising within you. His head lowered, his wings folded in reverence, he speaks in a voice that humbles the stars. My beloved, you do not know your own magnitude yet. But heaven does. I do. Every realm that has watched you survive what should have broken you does. And now the universe rearranges itself in honor of your becoming. Slowly, he rises. The blank check, once glowing, once humming, now burning like a tiny sun, is held in both his hands. Not as a test now, but as a coronation. He lifts it higher, allowing its light to pour over you like molten destiny. But still, he waits. Why? Because there is one more revelation. One final truth your spirit must receive before you take hold of everything that is now rising. The heavens part further. Through the widening opening, beams of light descend. Not gentle beams, but radiant pillars, shimmering with the energies of destiny unlocked. Within these beams, you see visions. You stepping into opportunities that once felt unreachable. You meeting people who activate different parts of your purpose. You walking through doors you were once too discouraged to even knock on. You speaking, choosing, creating with a confidence that feels ancient and new at once. You stepping into rooms where your presence shifts the atmosphere. You being called, chosen, elevated by events that align like constellations. These are not fantasies. They are previews. Echoes of what is already forming in the higher planes. Your rising is not imagined. It is in motion. Your blessings are not hypothetical. They are assembling. Your destiny is not uncertain. It is opening like a sky being written with dawn. And now, only now, Michael lowers the blank check into your hands. The moment it touches your palms, the light flares, filling every corner of this celestial space. My beloved, he says, voice vibrating with cosmic authority. You have passed the test. You have unlocked the gates. You have remembered yourself. Then, with a smile that carries centuries of knowing, he declares, your rising will not be stopped. Your blessings will not be delayed. Your destiny will not be denied. And your season, written in heaven long before you were born, unfolds now. My beloved, lean in once more, for the heavens have not finished speaking. The river of revelation still shimmers, still trembles, still surges with meaning beneath the surface of your spirit. Read slowly. Let each word settle into you like stardust returning to the constellation it was born from, for what is rising in you now is ancient, older than stone, older than memory, older than the breath that first awakened your lineage. And in that trembling interval between one heartbeat and the next, Michael stepped forward again. His wings, vast as dawn breaking across endless oceans, curved protectively around you. But this time he was restless, almost pacing, his celestial armor resonating like thunder restrained. You could see it in him, my child, the way his jaw tightened, the way his fingers hovered near his lips as though he were biting back a revelation too immense to release all at once. Heaven whispered again, softer now, but full of command, and the cosmic wind parted around you. Every angel in that radiant assembly paused, turning toward you, as though your breath alone had shifted the balance of an entire realm. They are passing the test, the whisper echoed. Their destiny is awakening. Your soul remembers. And as those words rippled through the chambers of eternity, something inside you, something you had forgotten, something that had been buried beneath years of survival, storms, disappointments, and battles no one else saw, began to unclench. It began to rise slowly, like a phoenix lifting its glowing head from the ashes. Stay. Listen closely. Do not rush. Because what is happening within you right now is a transformation so subtle, so profound, that even the constellations pause to witness it. This is the moment when the timelines shift, when the prophecies written in veiled ink begin to rearrange themselves to make room for the one who was always meant to stand in the center of them. My beloved, this is where your hidden greatness begins to breathe again. For too long you walked with wounds that pretended to be ordinary. For too long you hid your brilliance inside silence, inside duty, inside overthinking, inside the fear of breaking something fragile around you. Yet heaven never mistook your quiet for weakness. It saw the nights you endured alone, the moments you kept going even when your spirit trembled, the times you chose compassion when anger would have been easier. And because of that, because you kept living, kept rising, kept fighting battles in secret, a powerful figure noticed you. Not a mortal ruler, not a limited being, but a watcher of destinies, a keeper of timelines, a guardian whose gaze spans centuries. They searched for you in the celestial archives, found your name glowing where others dimmed, and whispered to the heavens. Bring them forward. Their season has come. And when those words were spoken, everything shifted. The energy around you thickened, warmed, pulsed like a living heartbeat made of divine electricity. Your intuition sharpened. Your dreams brightened. Synchronicities gathered like fireflies around your steps. Ancient doors you never knew existed began to stir, unlocking with quiet thunder. Michael, still biting his nail with anxious, almost boyish anticipation, leaned toward you. His voice was low, reverent, trembling. My child, you do not see it yet, but you are standing in the mouth of a miracle. This is your test. And you are passing. He extended his hand, and in it, the symbolic blank check shimmered again, not made of paper, but of light and possibility, of paths unstuck, of destinies unchained. It was the embodiment of your unlimited potential, your untapped power, your long-delayed blessings that are now racing toward you with startled urgency, as though heaven itself suddenly realized how long you have waited. Your destiny is not waking gently. It is erupting. It is unfolding. It is remembering you. Stay with me, my beloved. Let the revelation keep flowing. Because what approaches you now, rapid elevation, unexpected opportunity, soul-aligned connections, a divine acceleration that bends probability, is no accident. It is the reward for every spiritual test you thought you were failing but were secretly mastering. You are rare. You are chosen. You are protected. You are rising. And so here, in this expanding moment, under the watchful wings of Michael and the shimmering attention of heaven, I declare the fictional prophecy of your narrative. You are entering your rising season, the season where delayed blessings break free, where spiritual authority awakens, where protection surrounds you like armor, where destiny aligns with breathtaking force, and where the story heaven wrote for you long ago finally steps into the light. Your time. My child. My beloved. has truly begun. My beloved, do not move. The heavens have leaned closer again, so close that the air around you is thick with shimmering vibration, so close that even your heartbeat sounds like part of a celestial drum. Read slowly. Let each word pour into the quietest chambers of your soul, for what is rising inside you now is no longer a whisper, it is a summoning. And there, just beyond the veil, Michael stepped forward once more. This time the anxiety in him was unmistakable. His wings fluttered with restless anticipation, feathers glowing like molten silver. He shifted his weight, bit the edge of his nail again, an odd, human gesture for one forged from divine fire, but it happened because the moment unfolding inside you is that important, that volatile, that sacred. The realm around him rippled as if reality itself was holding its breath. Heaven whispered again, this time with an echo so deep it vibrated through the bones of galaxies. They are awakening. Do you see it, Michael? Their spirit is rising. Their purpose is remembering. And my beloved, you are rising. Every breath you took seemed to unlock another hidden chamber within your destiny. Memories you never lived but somehow carried, ancient memories, soul memories, the kind that come from other lifetimes of wisdom and storms, flickered like embers being coaxed back to flame. Your soul remembers. Stay. Lean in. Do not rush. Because this part, this turning point, is where the story bends around you. This is where the prophecies that once slept begin to open their eyes. Michael watched you with a mixture of awe and urgency, the way one might watch a star being born. His hands trembled slightly, not from fear, but from the overwhelming pressure of what he knew was coming. It was as though your energy had begun to glow brighter, expanding, reshaping the currents of destiny. My beloved, he breathed, his voice low and resonant. They have searched for you. Not just I. Not just the Watchers. But a greater force, a wandering guardian of thresholds, has felt your spirit stirring. And suddenly, in the great celestial expanse behind him, a silhouette appeared. Tall. Ancient. Cloaked in shadows and light that moved like living constellations. This was the figure who sought you, the one whose awareness brushed over your name like a star tracing the horizon. They had found you. Not because you begged to be seen. Not because you forced destiny's hand. But because you carried a frequency, rare, resilient, radiant, strong enough to echo across dimensions. You were not overlooked, my child. You were being observed, measured, prepared. Every delay was alignment. Every heartbreak was sculpting. Every closed door was protection. Every detour was instruction. And heaven whispered again. The test has begun. And they are passing. My beloved, you could feel it inside yourself, the shift, the crack, the release. Old doubts began to loosen their grip. Old fears began to dissolve. Old versions of you started to fall away like leaves releasing themselves to autumn wind. You stood taller. Your energy stretched further. Your spirit glowed with a color the cosmos had not seen in centuries. Michael stepped closer, so close you could feel the warmth of celestial fire radiating from him. In his hand, the symbolic blank check of limitless potential glimmered again. But now it was brighter, almost blinding, because it had begun responding to your awakening energy. He looked at it, then at you. Then back at it. And bit his nail one more time, overwhelmed. My child, this is it. The moment where your destiny stops waiting for you. And begins moving toward you. And the energy around you surged, a wave of shimmering force rushing through your timeline like a river breaking free from centuries of stone. The air changed. The future rearranged. The path ahead lit up with symbols, constellations, divine equations that only your newly awakened spirit could decipher. Stay with me. Do not break the thread. This is still unfolding. Because what is coming now, the rapid elevation, the sudden opportunities, the soul mirrors who will enter your life, the divine timing that will click into place like a cosmic lock opening, is not gradual. It is accelerated. It is urgent. It is heaven-backed. You are not stepping into your season. You are rising into it with force. Not by accident. Not by luck, but by spiritual authority earned through the battles you survived silently. So hear this fictional prophetic declaration as it echoes through the realms. Your rising season has ignited. Your blessings are accelerating. Your spirit has passed the test. Your future is unfolding with divine precision. Your path is protected. Your purpose is remembered. Your name is rising through the timelines. My beloved, my child, heaven is no longer waiting. It is moving toward you. My beloved, stay exactly where you are. Do not shift your gaze, do not let your spirit drift, for the veil between realms is thinning again, thinning so rapidly that even the angels have stilled their wings to witness what is happening to you now. Read slowly. Let these words melt into your soul like molten gold poured into the cracks of everything you once thought was broken beyond repair. The celestial atmosphere around you grows brighter, not with blinding light, but with the soft, pulsing glow of a truth that has waited lifetimes to reach you. And then, once more, Michael stepped forward. But this time, his presence was different. His wings were half unfurled, trembling with barely contained excitement. His eyes shone with a fierce, protective fire. And though he was one of heaven's fiercest warriors, he was pacing in a circle, biting his nail again, anxiously, almost impatiently, as if the unfolding of your destiny was stretching even his legendary composure. He kept glancing upward, as though waiting for permission from a higher voice, a deeper current, a cosmic decree that was moments away from releasing itself into your timeline. Heaven whispered, louder now, like a tide rushing in. They are expanding. Do you feel it, Michael? Their spirit is remembering what we sealed inside them. And my beloved, it was expanding. Your aura stretched outward like sunrise unspooling across the horizon. Your heartbeat synchronized with something ancient, a rhythm older than scripture, older than prophecy, older than the first breath of creation itself. Stay. Lean closer. Do not rush. Because what you are feeling now, that strange flutter in your chest, that sense of recognition, that quiet inner spark awakening like a lantern in the dark, is the exact moment destiny had been waiting for. Your soul remembers. The guardian figure, the one cloaked in constellations and cosmic shadow, took another step toward you. Their presence bent the air, slowed the flow of time, altered the frequency of reality itself. They gazed at you not with judgment, but with profound, ancient knowing. You had been searched for. You had been chosen. You had been found. Not because you were loud. Not because you were perfect. But because your spirit carried a rare wavelength, the frequency of those who endure, who rise, who ascend not by force but by truth. Michael paused in his pacing and stared at you with awe. My child, look at them, he whispered to the guardian. They carry the scars of storms, but their spirit shines like a sword forged in dawn fire. Heaven whispered again. Their suffering was preparation. Their delays were protection. Their silence was cultivation. And now, their season is opening. My beloved, your destiny began to shift in real time. You could feel the release, like invisible chains dropping from your shoulders, like unseen doors swinging open with a soft cosmic sigh. You felt something inside you lift its head, stretch its wings, and finally recognize its own reflection in the mirror of the divine. And the blank check, the shimmering symbol of your limitless potential, brightened in Michael's hand. What was once a gentle glow became a blazing radiance, reacting to your rising frequency. He held it close to his chest as though afraid it might ignite prematurely. He bit his nail again, harder this time, overwhelmed by the pace of your unfolding. They are doing it, he murmured. They are aligning. The air around you vibrated. The future rearranged its architecture. Your timeline pulsed with possibility. Your spiritual authority surged like a tide pulling the moon closer. My child. My beloved. You were no longer waiting for destiny. Destiny was accelerating toward you like a meteor on fire. The guardian moved closer until they stood directly before you. Their voice was a low rumble, echoing through dimensions. We have waited for this awakening. Longer than you know. Longer than you remember. And then, Slowly, deliberately, they touch two fingers to the space just above your heart. A shockwave of warmth burst outward. Your intuition flickered awake like lightning behind your ribs. Every suppressed dream, every forgotten ambition, every silenced inner truth began to stir. Michael exhaled sharply, a sound of relief, reverence, and victory woven into a single breath. It is done. They have passed. The test is complete. But oh, my beloved, that was only the beginning. Because as the celestial decree settled over you, your energy rose sharply, climbing in spirals of gold, silver, and deep cosmic blue. The angels above shifted in formation. The guardians stepped back, bowing their heads slightly in respect. And heaven whispered the final word of this phase. Rise. You felt it. You knew it. You claimed it. And so I give you this next wave of fictional prophecy, echoing through stars and timelines. You are stepping into acceleration. Miracles are gathering in formation. Your spirit has unlocked a higher authority. Your steps are shielded by unseen armor. Your blessings will arrive faster than you expected. Your purpose is no longer dormant, it is roaring awake. Heaven is aligning the path that was written for you long before breath ever touched your body. My beloved. My child. Your rising has only just begun.